okay, what equipment you used for your short filmmaking? People are interested in that because people like me would want to go and spend lots of money buying those 4K cameras like this one I just had it here, and it has a projector in it, but it doesn't seem to work out for me. What you have used and what techniques that you followed?
Okay, so since I am a student, I can't really afford high-end gear, understandably. I used my mother's camera.
Okay.
In fact, this film was shot on 3 or 4 cameras because COVID, and then I had 3 different DOPs, so it was a challenge. I used a Canon 6D.
Okay.
It's I think it's
That,
about
again,
six, seven.
I would still call it a high-end camera. Otherwise, I thought
It
you shot it on a cell phone or somewhere.
I did not shoot it on a cell phone because I was going to film school, so my parents did make an investment. But then again, it's not my camera. I borrowed it from my mother, and then my DOPs, they brought in their own cameras as well. So I know it's a DSLR, but you also have DSLRs that are lower in the price range, and you can shoot a phenomenal film on that as long as you know what you want to do.
Exactly. That's as long as you know your subjects, you can do a better job. And even if what I would say that while I was I'm a kind of graduate as MSc television, not just making myself big higher everywhere, but what I have done my projects was done on iPhone 4, and I just came across with a software that was like a manual camera. So where I can control my focuses and I can control my iris and all the shutter speed. So it did a pretty good job though so far. So that's very idea. You need to know your subject, what you are doing on, and what you're working on for that. Okay, would you want to be making music videos in the future?
I think music videos is a very interesting thing to make. You can tell an entire narrative. You can talk about big themes of this world within 3 minutes. And as a part of my course at NCA, I have studied music videos. Unfortunately, I didn't make one because, again, COVID. It
You know,
hasn't been.
maybe you have not come across some great music out there. That's would have been possibility. Say, oh, man, I don't want to do this kind of work because the music's not sound great, and it's gonna be waste of my work doing on that stuff. Could have been
No, yeah.
possible.
No, I think I did come across some really good music during this time, and I did do the pre-production. Everything was set in motion, and I was going to shoot. But as soon as we approached the shoot date, the third wave and
Yes,
this variant and that
and
variant.
somebody just told us there's a fourth wave coming in. Talking about this pandemic that we've living through, and you have worked out hard work that has paid you off. Inshallah, you're going to be at UCLA and be studying filmmaking. What do you think the subject these days are very important for making a film, especially in Pakistan, because we have to get out from this love scene of the films that we keep on seeing it. What about apocalypse kind of films?
I think an apocalypse film in Pakistan would be really cool. The kind of problems we have here, they're unique to this country. I'm not going to name them here because I feel like our positive things outweigh our negative
True
things.
that.
But at the same time, if you want to make a film about that, sure, you can. We have too many topics to make films about.
That's amazing. Talking about these old films and everything, because my show is basically a music show, and I would want to know what inspires you in the music. What kind of music do you listen to, and like, let us know about some names that you are in your mind.
Okay, so I'm not that much of a fan when it comes to following music all the time because most of the time I'm editing. And when you're editing, you cannot play background music.
True that.
Because you need to listen to the sound and all of
Right.
that. But when I'm painting, I do like music on the side.
Oh
And
yes.
yeah, and I try to listen to local music a lot. I think it teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot about your language and your culture. And I think strings, I absolutely love strings.
Oh
I
yes.
love their
Legends. There are legends out there. Yeah.
yeah, and I love Nuri as well.
Oh,
I
Nuri.
think their fusions are pretty amazing.
That must
They
be
bring in Sufi and rock
Nuri.
together, and
Nuri must be your pop's time of a music. I bet that it would be though.
yeah.
All right, amazing. Okay, there's a one question I keep on asking people making videos. I'm going to relate it to my field of work. There was a saying once upon a time that television killed the radio star. And with this context, I'm going to ask you this question: how important the audio is with the visual?
I think you can have a wonderful looking film, but if your audio isn't up to the mark, nobody's going to want to watch that film. So the audio needs to be of a really good quality. I think you can budget your camera.
Right.
I think you can budget your actors, your locations, a lot of things. But when it comes to sound, if you have bad sound quality, nobody is going to want to hear that,
So much
myself
up,
included.
Miss Rizvi. I just wanted your second opinion on that one. What I've seen over the period of time with our growing television industry, I've seen that people just go for the visual, but they're not concentrating on an audio because sometimes, once upon a time, I was happened to be an output producer for one of our greatest channel, though is now low now, and being an output producer as a quality check person. I used to, look at the tapes of the reporters. They would come in, and there was no natural sound in their reports. How much importance is of the natural sound? What do you think?
I think production sound, natural sound, the sounds that you record on set, on location, those are very important. Whether you use them in the end or not, that's a different story. But you need the sound there. Even if you're shooting, let's say on the street, and you need your dialogue to be very clear, you still need some sounds in the background for reference. Even if you're going to go in the studio and get the ADR done again, you need those sounds for reference in order to recreate them in the studio. So it's
Right.
very, very
Very
important.
well said. Very well said. I'm not taking your. It sounds like that you're gonna be. Well, I'm just be crazy here with music, with my talk. Okay. Very important thing that I have again in my head. I have lots of questions. Filmmakers going to UCLA. That's a dream thing out there. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Tell me about you're a producer, you're a director, you have made a very nice short film that we have seen, and we're gonna play it on our Facebook after we're gonna finish the interview with you. Would you want to be an actor in the future, or do you have that instinct, or you have gotten it from your parents, or anything in that sort of thing, or are you just gonna be behind the scene kind of person?
I think because of NCA, I got the chance to do theater.
Hmm.
I've done theater twice in NCA, and I've done one commercial play
Hmm.
outside of NCA as well.
Okay.
And I really enjoy acting. I do, but I like acting for a live audience. I love theater.
Right.
Act
The
for
real
the
real
screen.
time, real time you want to do.
Yeah, acting for the screen, I think I'd leave that to the people who enjoy that more, who
Right.
are professionals and who want to go in that on that side. When it comes to the camera, I'd like to stay behind it.
Right, right. And I once wanted to read. I don't know if you have seen SNL, Saturday Night Live. That's like one of my favorite shows that I keep on watching in on my free time. And what I like about that show is that you have actors and singers, and you just give them a situation, and they perform it live with the blunders on the ear. So, what do you think this kind of stuff can fly? If I would want to be a part of that kind of production?
I think it's actors being spontaneous and that kind of things. It does exist in our institutes as well,
Hmm.
where there's impromptu and people talking to each other, and they get a theme and they start acting it out just for fun. I think that this idea can be very popular amongst our people because they're very spontaneous people.
Mm.
We Pakistanis, we love sorry, I'm forgetting the tense that goes with this, but we love people that are spontaneous. We
That's right.
like what happens in our shows, and we like people being funny. We like light-hearted material, and
This
I
is
think
what it
that'll
is.
be really funny.
That's why I'm stuck to the radio. I could be a film star otherwise. If you get yourself good grades in the UCLA, will you cast me as your actor in your film? I can do a villain job as well.
I think you can. I think you can. You have the sound. You have the voice for it. You certainly have the
I have a
charisma.
voice for the radio. Yeah, this. Yeah. All
Well,
right.
we can see. We can see. I'll keep
All
you
right.
in
Just,
mind.
just like I'm just telling you that, giving you heads up. Okay, don't forget us. We got you on the radio. All right, amazing, amazing. Anything that you want to say to the people who would want to follow your footsteps or struggle? And do you think there's an alternate to struggle? Something shortcut that we can choose to become a big film producer or whatever?
No, there's no such thing as shortcuts in life.
Hmm.
If you want to get somewhere, you have to do the struggle, and especially in the film industry in Pakistan, you need to fight on every single stage. And if you are a woman,
Oh, it's
your
tougher.
struggle is going to be double.
It's gonna be
So you
10x with
better
that.
be,
Yep.
yeah, you better be prepared for it. If you're coming in this field, you need to be sure that this is what you're going to do till the very end, because that is how you're going to survive.
Yes.
Passion, and you need to be determined.
Determined.
That's all I can say.
And what I say, like, if you fail the first time, keep on trying it. Keep on trying it. You know, I remember my old days when I was trying to get myself into the radio and television. It was like you got to keep on trying it. Otherwise, if you lose your heart the first time, you cannot follow your dreams out there.
Yes, that's true. When I was in NCA in my first year, I actually wanted to switch departments because it was so hard, it was so tough. I could not get hang of things at all. And I am so glad that my department did not get changed and I stayed in film and television. And I couldn't be more grateful for that today.
That's wonderful. And knowing your classmates look up upon you, and you might be facing some jealousy out there.
No, not really. I think
Really?
filmmakers in Pakistan.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're living out of this world. Okay, no jealousy out there, right? Okay. Okay, I
no, I
got you.
think filmmakers and artists, especially in this country, we are a close-knit community, and we really like when one of us is going somewhere. I would really like to see other filmmakers also step up and go somewhere and, just be passionate about their work. Similarly, when artists see me, my class fellows, my fellow peers, they're very happy. As a community, I feel like it's a good day for us.
All right, amazing, amazing. You have a, mashallah, very nice voice texture, and I think you have taken it from your grandparents and your mom and dad. What about narrating your own film in your own voice over?
I think that will be a task because directing and then acting,
No,
whether it's voice
telling people
acting.
to do something is easier than doing it by yourself, isn't it?
I think you have to manage the camera and the sound and those things together as well. And there's a job for every person in the film industry. So I think if people stick to their jobs, then we're going to go a long way.
That's so true. That's amazing. It's really an honor to have you here as a young person, being a mentor for the millions of people in Pakistan. And we wish you very best of luck. And when you're flying back down to the U.S., California, California.
First of all, thank you for having me. In fact, I am honored to be a part of this show.
Thank you very much.
Um,
Most welcome.
and I think we're going in March,
Okay.
coming here then. Yeah, in the new session.
So you're
Inshallah.
gonna pack up your mom's camera and all your Zoom audio devices with you, or you're gonna
Yes.
buy something from the Best Buy, or I'm gonna let you know the stores over there. You can, the best thing about it in other countries is like that you can buy an equipment and you can use it and return it back because you said I'm not satisfied with that. But we have a problem with the equipment over here. When we say अगर डब्बा खोल दिया तो आपका हो गया. I mean, you gotta take it as the way it is,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm going to take my mother's camera with me. I'm going to leave her without a camera, so that's going to be fun.
Wow.
I don't think she'll be that happy, but it's the only option I
No,
have
she
right
she,
now.
she
so
can
she'll
let
have
it
to
go.
with
She
it.
can let it go. Is she making money off of that camera, or she just is just lying out in the cupboard for her?
No, she is, but I'm pretty sure she has other resources as well. I'm sure she can manage.
All right, amazing. How many siblings you guys are?
I have one little sister. She's in O levels.
And what do you think
And that's
that
it.
she gonna follow your footsteps, or she gonna become your assistant, or she's helpful to you with your work and projects?
Well, she is my spot boy or spot woman. I use her for all my shoots. Sometimes for my assignments, when I have nobody, I put her in front of the camera, make her act.
Yeah, that's what we do.
But no, she is not going to follow my footsteps.
Okay.
She has other plans. Maybe engineering, maybe the Air Force.
Wow,
We'll
wow.
see.
Air Force sounds good. She's gonna be an F-16 pilot out there, or JF Thunders, right?
Inshallah, inshallah. Yes,
Inshallah,
that's the
inshallah.
plan.
I wanted to be a fighter pilot because I'm too long, too tall to sit into the cockpit of an F-16. That's why I didn't took an exam for that. Amazing, amazing. And if you want to give a shout out, you're most welcome with your classmates, with the people who took part in making the short films, Ameture video. One of the video I've received that one of your colleague, I will try to put on the air on our YouTube channel. But if you want to give a shout out, thank to your teachers, your whatever, I mean, you're most welcome to say that right now.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity then. I'm sure they will really enjoy this. Um, I'd like to thank my cinematographers who really helped me make this film. Aram Khan from Karachi, he's also from NCA, my class fellow. Ali Gulsher, he's my junior at NCA, he's from Lahore. And my friend Shamir bin Ayub from BNU. All three of these really helped me put this film together. And at the same time, I'd like to mention the three other people from NCA who won the awards. Osama Hussain Chaudhry, his film Sasanity is on the NASFF channel. Please go and check it out. Amir Milizai, his film is also up. It's called Safarnama. And Ruhi Kashfi, his film is also up and it's called Tana Bana. So do check them out. They're pretty amazing. And my film Miras is also with them on there.
Yes, Miras, producer lady right now with us, Syeda Aaleen Rizvi. Aaleen Rizvi. What a wow. Wow, it's like Aaleen. It's like a nice name. Aaleen, it was a wonderful having you on my radio show and on our Suno FM digital platform. And we're looking forward that you come back with great stuff that you learn over there and implement and break the stereotype that we're watching on our television and our cinemas. We wish you best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You have most welcome. You have a good evening and enjoy rest of your evening. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, आपका अपना स्टेशन 1 only is Suno FM 89.4. We're going to continue music. लेकिन एक छोटी सी break के बाद we're going to be back and we're going to have US Top 40 for you guys.